15th of April is till when Arvind Kejriwal will have to be now, at least till then, inside the Tihar. But who else is there? Satyendra Jain, former Health Minister, Sanjay Singh, Rajya Sabha MP, Manish Sisodia, former Minister as well of Education, and now Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Fourth leader of the Aam Aadmi Party to be spending time behind bars, this time in Tihar Jail's prison number 2 for Arvind Kejriwal. Along with sleeping on a cement slab, we are told Kejriwal will be under 24/7 CCTV surveillance. He's a high security prisoner. He's the sitting Chief Minister. He is allowed to have home-cooked food as per court order. He can make 2 video calls in 1 week. But a normal call is only 5 minutes that he will be allowed every day. 1 call every day, either to his family members or the names that have been registered with the jail authorities. According to our sources, who could he call? A list of 6 people who can meet him have been mentioned to the authorities. It's wife Sunita Kejriwal and the 2 children. And there are some others who have been close to him ever since the beginning of the India Against Corruption movement, and some of those names on your screens. Remember, this is the 3rd time that Kejriwal has been sent to Tihar. While that lasted barely for a few hours and days, this time it looks like it could be a long haul. Ashutosh Mishra tracking the latest on that. Ashutosh, there have been controversies ever since the beginning, from the India Against Corruption days to the Aam Aadmi Party, and now as he is the Chief Minister. How different or difficult do you think this time it could be for Arvind Kejriwal to strategize and ensure that not just his political future, but the survival of his party also does not face a debacle?
Well, Pooja, if you remember, it was 2014, it was month of May when Arvind Kejriwal was arrested. That was a defamation case filed by Nitin Gadkari when he refused to furnish a bail bond. That was May 21st, 2014. He was arrested and he was taken to Tihar jail. He was sent to judicial custody for 14 days. So this is just, you see, in exactly 1 decade, what has changed for Arvind Kejriwal. Yet again, he is sent to Tihar jail, this time in judicial custody yet again. But this time, the case is not ordinary, but an extraordinary case of money laundering filed by Enforcement Directorate. So clearly, this changes everything. Interestingly, when Arvind Kejriwal walked out in 2014, contesting few months, he became Chief Minister. This time, on the edge of the general elections, he is sent to Tihar jail. But clearly, the bail becomes very difficult looking at the stringent, this PMLA law, the Section 45s, and everything that has been invoked by the Enforcement Directorate, the central agency. So, the first setback is the political expansion program, which is also the 2024 general elections contesting. Subsequently, the Aam Aadmi Party was planning a huge push in the state of Haryana, where the assembly election is due later this year, as having the government in Delhi and Punjab could have benefited the Aam Aadmi Party. So political expansion gets really a jolt. In the Delhi governance, of course, as he said, the Sarkar to jail se chalegi. You know, practically running that way could be slightly difficult and different. But having said that, Arvind Kejriwal doesn't hold any portfolio. He need not to meet the officials every day. But since he has been allowed to meet his wife and the official private secretary, he can pass verbal orders to the Council of Ministers. So in his absence, someone from the Council of Ministers can run the government, can hold the cabinet meetings, can meet the lieutenant governor, and can pass on the written orders, because all other ministers having portfolio. Remember,
Ashutosh, now that you're giving this perspective about how the situation was about 10 years ago, it is historic that a sitting chief minister has been arrested. Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren had resigned first before the arrest. But in 2024, was this also a well thought out advanced measure that Arvind Kejriwal did not take a portfolio, that in case a situation like this rises, at least the government will be safe to an extent? He is, remember, has that expertise and constantly is changing strategies. But is this a long haul for the Chief Minister of Delhi? Ashutosh will be tracking every bit here on what's unfolding, how the days are looking like for Arvind Kejriwal. But it's become a huge political showdown. The Bharatiya Janata Party is targeting the Aam Aadmi Party, intensifying criticism against Arvind Kejriwal. BJP has labelled him as the biggest Natwarlal of politics, accusing Kejriwal of betraying his own party members, Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj. The Bharatiya Janata Party further alleged corruption pervades through the party, implicating that, basically suggesting that the entire party is corrupt. But this comes after ED claimed, basically in the remand copy, that the jailed Delhi Chief Minister, when was being questioned, labelled his own party leaders as confused and claimed that one of the prime accused, Vijay Nair, in the Delhi liquor gate issue. It reported not to him. It had nothing to do with Arvind Kejriwal, but he was reporting to Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj, the two leaders currently out and are managing the government, while Arvind Kejriwal says with me it was barely limited.
इस वक्त हिंदुस्तान का बच्चा देख रहा है किस प्रकार से बीजेपी ने ईडी का दुरुपयोग करके, सीबीआई का दुरुपयोग करके, चुनाव आयोग का दुरुपयोग करके देश में चुनाव को रिग करने की प्रथा शुरू की है। ये चुनाव इस प्रकार से जीतने की जो प्रथा शुरू की है पूरा देश और विश्व देख रहा है। मुझे लग रहा है कि सुपारी जैसी पार्टी जिसको वो कहते थे आम आदमी पार्टी, उस पार्टी के सारे नेताओं को जेल भेज करके इन्होंने सिद्ध कर दिया है अगर इनको डर है चुनाव हारने का तो सिर्फ एक ही व्यक्ति से, उसका नाम अरविंद केजरीवाल है।
ऐसा है, ये कोर्ट में मामला है, ये लूट हुई है, उनके साथी लोग भी जेल में हैं, बेल नहीं हुई है, ये कानून की प्रक्रिया है। इसको ये समझना चाहिए, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने साफ किया है कि भ्रष्टाचार में कार्रवाई होगी।
ईडी की पूछताछ में अरविंद केजरीवाल ने दो लोगों के नाम ले लिए हैं, आतिशी के और सौरभ भारद्वाज के। तो ये नाम तो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने लिए हैं और उन्होंने कहा कि भाई जो व्यक्ति डील करता था पैसे की, वो मुझे रिपोर्ट नहीं करता था, इनको रिपोर्ट करता था। तो भ्रष्टाचार में तो पूरी की पूरी पार्टी डूबी हुई है। अरविंद केजरीवाल वही तो हैं जो कहते थे बंगला नहीं लेंगे, बंगला लिया कि नहीं लिया, शीश महल बना लिया कई 100 करोड़ का। कहते थे कि हम गाड़ी नहीं लेंगे, सरकारी गाड़ी, बीच में तमाशा करते थे, वैगनार से घूमते थे। अब ये गाड़ियों का काफिला चलता है अरविंद केजरीवाल के साथ। कहते थे कि हम सिक्योरिटी नहीं लेंगे, अब पंजाब से लेकर न जाने कौन कौन से राज्य की सिक्योरिटी उनके पास होती है। तो राजनीति के सबसे बड़े नटवरलाल अगर कोई निकले तो अरविंद केजरीवाल निकले, उनकी पार्टी के लोग निकले।
अब देखिए, लीगल ऑप्शन तो और लीगल रिकोर्स के लिए तो पूरा कोर्ट है सभी के लिए। वो क्या कर सकते हैं, नहीं कर सकते हैं, उन्हें तो अपना जो भी लीगल ओपिनियन होगा उसके हिसाब से चले। हकीकत है कि उन्होंने जो शराब नीति में डाका किया है और जो इतने बड़े जो फ्रॉड किया है, उसके कारण आज वो तिहाड़ जेल में है।
ये वही अरविंद केजरीवाल जी हैं जो उसी रामलीला के मैदान में अन्ना हजारे जी के साथ एक पर्ची लेकर घूमते थे जिसमें भ्रष्टाचारियों की सूची होती थी, विभिन्न दलों के तमाम नेताओं का उसमें जिक्र किया जाता था कि ये वो नेता हैं जिन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार किया है। अगर आप संवैधानिक संस्थाओं पे विश्वास नहीं रखेंगे तो देश अराजकता की ओर जाएगा। ऐसे में मेरा विश्वास है कि ये संवैधानिक संस्थाएं, अगर आपने गलत नहीं किया तो आपके ऊपर कोई आरोप लगेगा भी नहीं।